Hey, good morning, students, and welcome back. It is currently 3 a.m. and I'm doing videos for you guys because you guys are awesome. And tomorrow is actually my dad's birthday, so I might spend whole day tomorrow like chilling with him. Can't really carry him out because of Corona, but at least like getting a little cake or something for my dad tomorrow. So a lot of students actually a lot of parents were asking about these slides from Saturday. So instead of just giving you guys these slides, I said, here what, let me give you guys these slides plus a little bit of explanation as well. Trust me, when I was in university and even Form 6, when our teachers gave us slides, I would go home and like look at it and be like, what? I don't understand. So I just didn't want to put these slides alone in Edmodo, and then some students might read it and be like, wait, I don't remember this. So I decided, here what, let me give you guys these slides plus a little bit of annotation as well. Me drawing, saying like hello, as well as explaining some of the slides. Now, the topic that we did on Saturday and Sunday was a topic called shapes. Now, as I mentioned before, the topic of shapes isn't the most important topic by itself. However, it is a fundamental part of many, many, many other subtopics for the essay exam in the mathematics part of the syllabus. And we need, I just remember I have to send a piece of the math syllabus to a parent. See, it's a good thing you guys reminded me. Okay. So shapes, we need to know shapes for many different things. The first thing is something we did just recently, perimeter. We spoke about certain properties of particular shapes. Like for instance, we talked about it. If we have a square, for the square, this side here is equal to this side, equals to this side, equals to this side. So if this side is A, this side is B, this side is C, this side is D, then A will be equal to B, equals to C, equals to D. And remember, I told you guys in a lot of questions for the essay exam, section 1 and section 2, if they give you a square, all they will do is give you the length of one side. So they might say that this side is 2 centimeters, and then they might ask you for the area or the perimeter. In this case, if this side is 2 centimeters, then this side will be 2, this side will be 2, this side will be 2 as well, and perimeter is the distance around. So 2 plus 2, 4, 4 plus 2, 6, 6 plus 2 is 8. So this will be 8 centimeters. So we need to know that particular property, that a square is made up of equal sides. We also need to know that if we have a rectangle, then two sides are equal, and then the other two sides are equal as well. Not all sides are equal. So what they would do in a rectangle, they would tell us this side is 2 centimeters and this side is 4 centimeters. Therefore, we know this side is 4 centimeters and this side is 2 centimeters. So we need to know the basic properties. And the thing is, this is a very simple topic. This is just a revision of what you guys already know. But the thing is, I want to make sure you guys understand, and even for some of the younger students as well, in case they didn't do this like properly in school, a lot of schools, they just gloss over this and they don't really pay that much attention to it. So I want to make sure you guys have that foundation, so that when they come for exam, even though we do them when we do past paper questions, and I do remind you guys, it is always good to have the formal understanding of it. So today we learn about different types of shapes and their properties. So we start with the triangle, then we move on to square. Now, I told you guys in the lectures on Saturday and Sunday, now this is not going to be 2.5 hours like the lectures. It's going to be less because it is 3 a.m. How I started, most tutorials or most teachers, they would start with squares and then they would probably move into rectangles. But I was like, here was him. Wait, let me just erase this. My methodology was this. Let us start. Okay, in order to get a shape, we have to start at the very beginning, right? In order to get a shape, okay, the simplest thing we could have is a line. But that line will never meet. It'll just keep going all the way down, all the way here. And you could never get a shape from just one line unless you have a circle. That's a completely different story. That's when we're doing angles. That's for another day. Then if we have two lines, we would probably have like this T, or we could probably get like a little shed where this little stick figure could like shelter under. But the least amount of lines you need to have a proper shape would be three. One, two, three, and these would be triangles. And we went into the different types of triangles in this slide, and then so we started with 3 lines, and then we moved into 4 lines, which would be the squares as well as the rectangles. So that's just like a brief overview of all these slides. And a lot of these slides, a lot of the things that I have here is just so that you guys will have complete knowledge. I'll tell you guys which are the important ones, which are the non-important ones. So let us move on to slide dos. Oh, okay. So because I'm using this app to capture the screen, I'm unable to get the GIFs. Okay, so in this one, this was the triangle dancing. So this slide was basically telling you guys, hey, is this a triangle? Yes. 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 Is this a triangle? No. He is a little potato. He looks like a potato. If his name, so like for instance, if his name equals triangle, then he would be a triangle, but he is a puppy. So no, he is not a triangle. Moving. Aha, good. So we have types of triangles. So the first type of triangle we have is the simplest and the prettiest one because all sides are actually equal. Actually, I think I told you guys over the weekend that when I was doing chemistry, they were talking about different types of compounds like chemicals in nature, like for instance, if we have something like water, which would be H2O, we have 2 hydrogens, 1 oxygen, so oxygen, hydrogen, hydrogen. Certain chemical compounds have symmetry. And I was just saying that one of our chemistry lecturers told us that a lot of famous brands, they use symmetry in their brands because human beings find symmetrical things more appealing. Like, for instance, we use the example of McDonald's. They have the golden arches, a big yellow M, and that M actually has 1 line of symmetry. Then we spoke about Mercedes-Benz. They actually have 1, 2, 3 lines of symmetry. Then even we spoke about BMW, and they as well have lines of symmetry in their product logo. So the equilateral triangle, and again, you guys know this because we went through this for like 2 hours on the weekend. The equilateral triangle, every single side is equal. So this side is equal to this side is equal to this side. So if we get a question with regards to equilateral triangle, if this is 10 centimeters and they say, hey, find the perimeter, remember, perimeter is the total area around the shape. So if we have our little stick figure dude and he's like, run, 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 run. Therefore, if he runs all the way around this triangle, this side will be 10, plus this side here will be 10, plus this side will be 10 as well. So it will be 30 centimeters would be the perimeter. So equilateral triangles, they have all angles equal to 60 degrees and all sides of equal length. And for some students who didn't know, because we still have to do angles, and guys, remember, this is a basic introduction to shapes. So what I want you guys to take away from this is a couple of things. One, the sides. How many sides are equal? How many sides aren't equal? So just remember, equilateral triangle, equilateral, equal. So all sides are equal, equilateral triangle. So therefore, side A is equal to side B is equal to side C as well. All sides are equal. And then all of them, because each side is equal, we have equal angles. So what I was kind of talking about with some students was, well, with you guys, not some students, I'm sleep deprived, is that if we have 2 lines, we would want to, if we're an architect, we would want to measure the distance between those 2 lines. And we're not going to use millimeters or centimeters or miles or kilometers. We're actually going to use something called degrees. Degrees. And basically a circle itself has 360 degrees. And the angle is basically, angle is basically the distance between 2 lines. So they say that how this here is equal to 60 degrees. this here is 60 degrees and this side is 60 degrees, but don't worry about that. We still have to do angles, which most likely we'll be doing this weekend, so I'll complement this topic. All I want you guys to know is two things. One, I'll write this in blue. The first thing is sides, the properties of the sides. So this side is equal to this side, which is equal to this side. That's the first thing I want you guys to know in an equilateral triangle and in all the shapes you're going to do. And two, the lines of symmetry. So I actually showed you guys over the weekend when we folded a square post-it note. And we took the square post-it note and we folded it in half, and this side came across to this side. We folded it another half, and this side here was able to fold onto this side, and then finally we were able to fold it two other ways. This side was able to fold across to this side and vice versa. So we said a square had 4 lines of symmetry. Then I also showed you guys the triangle and the rectangle, and the only rectangle I had was the $100 bill. It was literally right in front of me. Come on, I couldn't find anything else. And I folded it this way, so this side folded onto that side, and we folded it across like this, so this side folded across here. And I told you guys it only has 2 lines of symmetry, which we will do when we go to rectangles. It can't be folded here because then this point will come here and then this point will come here. So rectangles, they only have 2 lines of symmetry. Okay, I'm literally seeing this here the recording is for 5 minutes, and I've been talking for way more than 5 minutes. I hope this records. Okay, I will continue and just pretend that everything is recording. If it does not record, I will do it over for you guys. Alright, so 2 things, remember. Okay, so all equilateral triangles have 3 lines of symmetry. So let me just show you guys that here. I'll erase it on this triangle. And we have Z pen. So a line of symmetry is basically an imaginary line that if we fold a shape down the center of it, the shape would fold upon itself. So, okay, if we have a line here, then this whole side, and we fold it, this whole side will fold over to here, and it'll make a crease, and it'll fold onto itself without leaving any remainder. And then if we draw a line here, then this whole side will fold across to this side. And then if we draw a line here, this whole side here will fold across to here. So this has 3 lines of symmetry. Now, I'm going to show this a little bit faster because I already did this for you guys. And you guys get the best of both worlds. You guys get in a bit of a summary as well as the PowerPoint presentation as well. Onto the other triangle, isosceles triangle. So isosceles basically means iso equals same. So what it means is that we have 2 sides that are the same. So basically, if we have this is side A, side B, and side C, then side A is equal to side B in line 2. But A is not equal, A is equal to side B. See, this is why I prefer Zoom classes. You guys could correct me. Alright, so A is equal to B. A is not equal to C, and B is not equal to C as well. Right? Because as you guys can clearly see, side C is much smaller. So side A and side B, they have the same length, and isosceles triangles have 2 angles equal and 2 sides of equal length. All we're kind of focusing on right now, because we're doing just the properties, is the 2 sides of equal lengths. So for instance, if I tell you guys, okay, side A equals to 10 centimeters, then what is side B? 2 seconds. Side B equals to 10 centimeters as well. So, alright, we could even do some more complex questions, which should most likely give you in section 1, if they give us something like this. They give us an isosceles triangle here. They say this side is 20 centimeters, and the total perimeter equals let's say 50 cm. Determine side. Okay, so if this is side A, this is side B, and this is side C, they want to know what is the length of side C. So if we have 20 centimeters here, then we know for sure this side here is 20 centimeters as well. So if we have 20 and 20 here, this will be 40. So therefore, the total perimeter is the total distance around. So the total 50 minus 40, thereby making C 10 centimeters. Right, in our example. So all I want you guys to know with isosceles triangle is that, well, okay, we'll learn this further. They have two angles that are equal. These angles are equal because we have two same sides and two sides of equal length. All isosceles triangles have a line of symmetry 1. So just note for this class, two sides of equal length and a line of symmetry 1. Uno. Hey, that game real cooler. Uno. Uno is our best game. So essentially, if we have an isosceles triangle, the only line is this line going down here. So this side will be equal to this side. You can't put a line here, you can't put a line there, right? So, moving. Why is my counter for audio? Okay, audio on this app is really, really, really weird. I hope you guys can hear this video. Okay, let's go to the next slide. Alright, so scalene triangles, these are triangles that have no angles equal and no sides of equal lengths. And I'll start to kind of hurry up a little bit more because these are the lesser important triangles. Actually, no. Right angle triangle, all you need to know this one. The scalene triangle, meh, not so much. This triangle will actually be more important when we start to talk about angles, because we will need to know like how much angles, what the total add up to, and if they give us a couple angles, how we would be able to get another side from those angles. So they have no angles equal and no sides of equal length, therefore they have no lines of symmetry. None. Zero. Nada. Alright. So they have no angles equal, no sides of equal length, and zero lines of symmetry. So just for this class, no sides of equal length, and I'll show you guys how that's important. Right angle triangles. Everyone in Trinidad and Tobago knows these as right angle triangles, but the books decided they want to call it right triangle. I do not know why. They have one right angle equal to 90 degrees, and this is basically 90 degrees is if you have one line like straight up, like okay, in your house, okay, so this is your house. If you have a wall, that wall has to be straight, like straight up. It can't be bent because then your house could fall down. So a right angle is basically when you have one line like straight up and another line lying down. I could describe that in big words, but I don't want to. I want you guys to understand this, and then I would be like, hey, this line is perpendicular and stuff like that. But I just want you guys to understand that this line is straight up, this line is lying down. It has a right angle, right? Alright, moving. Obtuse triangle. Obtuse triangles have one obtuse angle. So it has a really big angle. So this is 90 degrees. So this is like larger than 90 degrees, right? So it's a big angle and then two tiny little angles. Acute triangle is not a cute triangle. It is acute, it means small. All angles are acute, which means less than 90 degrees. So all angles are less than 90 degrees, which we'll talk about a little bit more. I just want you guys to know the properties of the equilateral triangle where all sides equal and the isosceles triangle where two sides equal. That's all I want you guys to know for now from this. Oh no, we have finished all of the triangles. You guys are good students. See how fast we do that? Alright, so in this one, it had the lady, she was using her fingers to trace a square. So we're saying now this is a square? Yes. Is this doggy a square? Yes. Because his head is square. Is SpongeBob a square? He's more like a rectangle, but yeah, he'll be a quadrilateral. Is this little kitten a square? No. he is not a square. He is a circle. He is a potato without the O. Ooh, okay. This was actually the video that I was showing you guys with some kittens that I found by my dad's house. His house is huge, and apparently a cat, like, I don't know how, went through the burglar perf and went into like one of his cupboards in the front room. And since my dad, he's kind of like bedridden, spends most of his time on the bed, he didn't see. And the nurses that I have, the physiotherapist, they didn't see. So a cat had a host of kittens in his front room, which was so cute. You guys saw the video on Saturday, so that's okay. Alright, so we shall hurry through this. Alright, so this is just a brief introduction. You don't need to know like just okay. So I was talking a little bit about if you have a normal bicycle has two wheels. With diagram of a bike ever. Don't ever learn from drawing from me. This is a bicycle. Bi equals to 2, right? And quad, right? QUAD equals 4. That's how come a couple of years ago it was really popular, the quad bike. It was basically like a motorbike with 4 wheels. A couple of my friends, they had quad bikes. They would go on the beach and ride the quad bikes there. Even people with like big properties, like a lot of land, instead of like walking to a pond to fish, they would use a quad bike and just drive to the pond with all the gear, fishing gear and stuff. So quad bikes in the States like are really popular. In Trinidad, not so much, but people do have quad bikes. They are fun. I've ridden a couple of quad bikes and yeah, they are like really fun. So quad means 4. So a bicycle has 2 wheels, 2. Quad equals 4. Quad bike, 4 wheels. Quadrilateral is basically any shape that has 4 sides. We could have 4 equal sides. We could have sides where 2 sides are equal, on this side is equal and these sides equal. We could have a shape where it is weird, like this side, then this side, then this side, and then this side, and no sides are equal. Or we could have a kite, which is really cool. I saw a lot of people flying kites. I was actually in DB today in Penal, and it had so much people flying kites. It was insane. It was awesome. A quadrilateral is a polygon with 4 sides. Quadrilateral are also called quadrangles or tetragons. And this is where I gave the little story about in the university when you guys go to if you guys go to UE, the University of the West Indies, there is an area that is referred to as a quadrangle. And if you guys study maths good, you guys will know why. Now the quadrangle is basically a big flat area. It's concrete and it is bordered. Like, okay, if you're on a quadrangle, to the front of the quadrangle, right in front of you will be the main library. To the right of you will be social sciences like management and human resource, all those things. And to the right of it, the JFK auditorium. The back of it is KFC. So they refer to it as the quadrangle. And the quadrangle is just basically this big, huge, like rectangular space that they use for all different things. Like when they have open day, when they have tents, they give out free pens and stuff. That's the quadrangle. If you go to UE, you must know what quadrangle is. There are a few members of the quadrilateral family. There are some members which are subsets of members. Alright, don't worry about that. We're going through each one. Oh, guys, come on. This is easy. You guys know the answers to all this already. I don't even need to tell you guys this. But let's just go through it. Squares, all sides are equal, right? So if we have A, B, C, D, A equals B equals C equals D. Equals D, right? Not that squiggly line there. Let me actually erase that. Make sure nobody write that down. Equals D. So if we know one side, if for instance A is 5 centimeters, then B is 5 centimeters, C is 5 centimeters, and D is 5 centimeters as well. So we could figure out perimeter, easy area, multiply side by side. Squares have 4 equal sides and 4 right angles. So that'll be these angles here, which we will talk about this weekend. There are 4 lines of symmetry. This is where I actually showed you guys on camera how to fold. So line of symmetry here, so this side could fold over to this side. If we have a line of symmetry here, this side here would fold over to this side. Then where it differs, where it's different from rectangles, the green, this side here could fold over to this side, and with the yellow, this side could fold over to this side, and you have the next line of symmetry. So I want you guys to make sure 4 lines of symmetry, 4 equal sides. I don't care if you're in standard 2, standard 3, standard 4, standard 5, you must know this. Know those. And I basically showed you guys it on this diagram here. So remember that. Alright, so all squares belong to the rectangle family. All squares belong to the rhombus family. All squares are also parallelogram. This is where in the essay exam, they're going to ask you some stuff based on your knowledge. So what they're going to do is they're going to give you a question. They're going to say, all right, let me switch it back to red. One of these shapes is a, and then they're going to say parallelogram or rhombus or rectangle. So let me say parallelogram. So they're going to say one of these shapes is a parallelogram. And they're going to hit you with something like, they're going to be like, hey, students, this one, or this, or some weird shape like this. And then they're going to hit you with this. They're going to be like, well, students, which of these is a parallelogram? Is this a parallelogram? No, it is a triangle. Is this a parallelogram? No, guys, this is a circle. Is this a parallelogram? No, that's what this point up of a Christmas tree or something like that. No, this square or rectangle, this is a parallelogram. Aha. Also rhombus, they're gonna be like, one of these shapes is a rhombus. But yeah, just remember the parallelogram one, that's the one that's always come for the essay. Alright, let's talk about rectangles. Rectangles have 4 sides and 4 right angles. So we have the 4 sides, which will be 1, 2, 3, 4. They have 2 lines of symmetry, and remember, 2 sides are equal, so this is equal to this, and then this side is equal to this side, right? They have 2 lines of symmetry. Guys, I cannot repeat this. So I can repeat this more than I already repeating it. Alright, and it's almost 4 o'clock, but you guys have to remember, a square has 4 lines of symmetry, right? And a rectangle has 2. I see this, guys, I see this with grown-ups. Grown-ups say this, grown-ups think rectangles have 4 lines of symmetry, but that's just not true. I showed you guys it with the $100 bill, and you guys could take any bill from your parents' wallet with permission and try it yourself. Remember, line of symmetry, you should be able to fold it without having any remainder or any piece exposed. So let's just say we have a $100 bill here, right? And they said we have 2 lines, so 2 is true, right? If you draw an imaginary line across and you fold this half over, it will fold completely. So that is 1, right? So we get 1 already. And if we draw next line here and we fold this whole side over, it will fold completely. So we good. We know those are 2 and those 2 are real, right? Those are the 2 lines of symmetry. But let us go further and let me show you why it does not have 4. We have the rectangle here, and people, big people, not even students, they would say, okay, this is a line of symmetry. It goes across it. But what happens if we fold this? Try this with a bill from your parents' wallet with permission. If you fold this across like this, then this side, if you fold it across, imagine bringing it across, that side will come here, and this side will come here, it will not fold evenly at all. It will have a big remainder. And if you have this line, same thing. This here gonna come here, and this side here gonna come here. So this is not gonna fold evenly. Our rectangles belong to the parallelogram family. So again, if we have a question like draw two shapes that are parallelograms, are we gonna draw this? No. Are we gonna draw this? No. Two shapes that are parallelograms would be a square and a rectangle. We already have this. This is a really common 1 mark answer and is easy marks. You guys should want easy marks. Easy marks is good marks, yo. Oh, this was the slide I was giving you guys, and this was the baby like staring at the worker. How many sides does a triangle have? How many angles does a triangle have? All right, let's go straight to the answer. Oh, should have corrected this. Do not look at this. Do not look at that. Just pretend that you saw the answers being formed. All right, how many sides does a triangle have? Boom, boom, boom. 1 side, 2 side, 3 side. Good, correct. How many angles does a triangle have? The angle is basically the measurement for each of the lines. So we have 1, we have 2, we have 3 triangles, correct. How many sides does a square have? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 sides. How many angles does a square have? 1 angle, 2 angle, 3 angle, 4 angle, 4 angles. How many lines of symmetry does a square have? Remember, the square is not the rectangle, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 4. Oh, 4. Yeah, we have 4. How many lines of symmetry does a triangle have? And this was a trick question. A lot of students, including extremely smart students, they were giving us answers like 3, 2. But the truth is, it depends on the type of triangle. If we have that equilateral triangle, we'll have 1, 2, 3. If we have the isosceles, where this side here is equal to this side, but not this side, we'll have 1. So it depends on the triangle. Anyhow, guys, I hope this helps you guys and it made you guys better, because I want to make sure that you guys understand everything. So I'll be uploading this to YouTube. Again, like I said, I always want to make everything better. So today, which will be Friday, Digicel is supposed to come and put fiber internet. So I will have flow, which is slow. Just take off the F and put an S. I'll have B-Mobile LTE, Digicel LTE, which is actually what we use for the last 2 classes. Now we'll have Digicel Fiber. So the class itself should be better. It should be faster internet. So, and faster for PUBG and Fortnite when I play. Anyhow, guys, have an awesome weekend. See you guys soon on Saturday. Be safer.